Welcome to a new What I Eat in a Day. This morning I wanted to make a chickpea omelette and I had some mushrooms left in the fridge, so I first fried them in avocado oil and salt and pepper. While they were frying, I made the batter for the omelette by combining half a cup of chickpea flour, a quarter of a teaspoon of herb salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. I also added turmeric and black pepper and a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder. And then I combined all dry ingredients, and when the mushrooms were done, I set them aside, and then I added half a cup of water to the dry ingredients while stirring. Then I added frozen chopped chives and frozen kale to the batter. You can add any herbs and vegetables that you want. This was just what I had on hand. And then I added a little bit more avocado oil to the pan before adding the batter and the mushrooms. You want to flip it when it looks something like this, when bubbles have started to form and the edges are looking a little bit more dry, or whatever you want to call it. I used 2 spatulas to make it easier to flip, but I miscalculated it a bit, so it went to the side of the pan, but it still turned out okay. I topped the omelette with half of an avocado, some more chives, chili flakes, and a sprinkle of hemp seeds. I love to eat this as a savory, high-protein, plant-based breakfast, but I still craved something sweet, so I also had an apple, and then I had green tea as usual. For lunch, I first prepared quinoa that I cooked with herb salt. I added a grated carrot and cucumber to my plate. Then I had some leftover lentil burger patties. I was actually still quite full from breakfast, but I was leaving the house and I wanted to eat the lunch before. But then I felt way too full after this lunch, so I didn't have an afternoon snack like I usually do. It's probably also because of the heat, because I simply haven't been super hungry lately. Anyways, I also added some hummus. For dinner, I wanted to make a red lentil curry, so I first soaked some lentils for about 30 minutes. By the way, I will link this recipe below. Then I fried a red onion and some garlic in a pot. I also added frozen peas, corn, and bell pepper to the pot. Then I added the spices, so curry powder, salt, pepper, dried coriander, turmeric, and ginger. You can use fresh ginger if you want to, but I only had ground at home. I let it cook for a while, then I added just a splash of coconut milk and let that cook together with the spices and the vegetables. Then I added frozen broccoli and cauliflower. You really can add other veggies if you want. I just think curries work with so many different vegetables, and I feel like I want to add all of them, but that would be a little bit too much. Then I added the lentils that I had drained and rinsed. I also added the rest of the coconut milk and some water. You can add garam masala if you want to as well. I just added a little bit, and yeah, then I added a little bit more later. And I let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until the lentils were done. And meanwhile, I cooked some oat rice. Towards the end, I added frozen kale to the curry and just let it heat up. This is such a flavorful meal, and it has healthy carbs, healthy fats, and protein, so I didn't feel the need to add anything else to my plate. So yeah, that's all I ate this day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.